Man, what's up, everybody? This is Life,
What it do, y'all? It's your boy Swallow.
and this is Just Do the Damn Thing podcast.
Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing.
So, welcome back to another episode of Just Do the Damn Thing podcast. Sorry that we've been gone for so long. We actually don't have the studio anymore that we used to record out of. They kind of closed it off to people, so now we had to move it. Now we're chilling in my studio. I had to quickly paint it and do all kinds of other things, but here we are with my boy Suelo doing the damn thing. Soon we'll come back with more features where we'll have guests on again as well.
And the studio looked much better than it does now, guys. Right now it's just very basic. We just painted the wall, threw some of these acoustic foam pads on it. But yeah, guys, we're still at it. We're still here for you guys, and we're still doing the damn thing.
Exactly. So, in the future, it's going to look a whole lot better. But for now, bear with us. So, Suelo, what is the topic of today, though?
All right. So today's topic is there inherent order in nature, or is it all chaos and chance?
All right. So, I guess I will go first on this question. For me, I believe it's both.
Okay.
So, the reason why I say that is because what I mean by inherent nature is the things that God put into this place that are like the simple things, like, bees, extract pollen and everything like that.
Right, right, okay.
Flies are here for this particular thing, and the maggots are here for decomposition, and the dirt and everything is here to for that particular. That's nature. That's something that
It's all cycle,
it's
basically.
all cycle. There's nothing we can do to not have that. Like that's not by chance. That's what it is.
Right, right.
So that would be, what inherent nature would be. Now, what I think it's chance, and where it's just like strictly, how the cards have been dealt, is depending on the history of your lineage and depending on your own choices.
Right.
So depending on where you grew up, what things that have been put into your head, I don't think that's inherent nature. I don't think those are things that are just set and forth in place for you to just like 100% be that. Because obviously there's people that are anomalies where they can grow up in a situation, but they can get out of that situation depending on their choices.
Right.
So for me, I believe that there is inherent nature to some things. But as far as our human life goes,
Right.
and is all by chance, and it's all chaos. It's all by chance.
Right.
Because there's so many things, there's so many bad things that happen. I believe that's the chaos, and those are the bad choices that people make. If we didn't make those bad choices, we wouldn't have that type of chaos that we have.
Right.
It would look like we would have inherent nature if we just chose the right things.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I feel about it. I don't really. There's not really much else how to explain that.
Right.
Like it's
because the contrary of that, there's a thing called determinism, which is stating basically that you don't have anything to say in your life. Like your life is already predetermined, depending on where you grow up and your DNA and things like that. And like basically saying you don't have free will. That's the opposite
Yes.
of that,
And
but
see,
we do have free
and
will.
we do have free will, which is why I can't say that it's inherent nature. We do have inherent nature as far as we are males. We do have certain bodily functions that are just there.
Right.
And we think a certain way because of how our bodies are normally structured. And same with women. Women have a different type of structure than men do, which is why they tend to think the way they do. I don't believe
Yeah.
that it's now society will control the rest of their actions on like beauty standards and stuff like that. That's all by chance and chaos.
Right.
So those are the things that are like that. I don't think anything is where we don't have free will. That's just
Yeah.
no. I don't think.
Yeah, and then so my answer is very similar to yours. I do believe that there is that there is what was the word again? Structure, basically
Inherent nature.
inherent nature. I believe that there is structure in it, and I believe that we as humans, so similar to what you said, is that we change it, we affect it in some way somehow. I don't believe in determinism, to where, however you grew up, however you were raised, that's how you're going to be for the rest of your life, and there's nothing that you can do about it. And I believe I'm a big time believer and, firsthand experiencer of the law of attraction. So I believe that there is a structure in nature, and we contribute to that structure. So whatever we do comes back full circle. So in karma, the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it. So in a sense, it's still structured.
Yeah.
Because we're contributing to it, and we're molding it and structuring our future to what it's going to be, depending on our future choices.
Yeah, there's structure, but that's different than inherent nature. Inherent nature is just like,
Okay.
to me, inherent nature is we inherit it by God.
Right.
And so, like, if we inherit, so one of the things we do inherit is free will. So that's why it's not necessarily chaos and
Right.
but it is at the same time,
Yeah,
because
yeah, I
he
get it.
doesn't say you have to think this way. You can do whatever you want, but
Exactly.
you also have to deal with the consequences
Yeah.
of what,
Yeah,
what
now
you
we do.
But
Yeah.
structure, yeah, we
Uh-huh.
create structure
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he, one of my favorite people that I've been watching recently. His name is Myron Golden.
Okay.
He talks about how, it even says that, we were created because we are creatives. And so
Yeah.
we create structure. That's how that's what structure is. It's a creation. So
Yeah.
we create things because God is a creator. God.
Exactly. We were made in God's image.
Exactly, and God is a creator. He created things out of nothing, and we create something out of something.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
So
Yeah.
we can't be necessarily like him, where he can just speak it into existence. We have to use our hands, and we have to, of course, we have to think about it, which is kind of speaking it into existence. But we have to use what God has put here for us
Yeah.
to make something else.
Right. Yeah. And it was just, I guess I don't know if I misinterpreted the question, but that was my interpretation of it. Is I kind of took it as like, is everything predetermined, or is it all chaos? You know what I mean? And so yeah, so that's how I interpreted it. I feel like it is structured and in nature. I don't really believe that it's chaos. I believe that we can make chaos, so to speak, but in a higher sense. I don't know if this is making any sense, but in a higher sense, it's not chaos because we created it. You know what I mean? So like, in a humanly sense, we might interpret it as chaos, but in a higher sense, it's like, well, you built this. You know what I mean? So
So for me, when I was thinking of the when I interpreted chaos, it was more the second part of that, by chance, where
by
it's
chance.
just like we are just roaming around and things happen by chance. It's not necessarily that God is like, this is definitely going to happen.
Right.
No, it's more of what our actions are will dictate what kind of thing comes back.
Yeah,
So that's what
100%.
I think I meant by, I thought of by chaos. Chaos, like I get the other thing, like a chaos where just everything's just wild.
Right, right.
But in a sense it is, because everything is, everything is everybody, and all the things that are in nature, they have to deal with what they don't have free will necessarily.
Right.
Like, animals and stuff like that, they have to follow a structure of what God put them here for.
Right.
But for us, with we having free will, we're out in the world like chaos.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
We're just
Yeah.
out just randomly doing things, hoping that we create something.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree with that. Is I don't really necessarily believe in chance. I've never been a believer in coincidences.
Yes.
I don't really believe in coincidences. Whether it was God's hand or we contributed to it, stuff happens for a reason. It's all cause and effect, and we're all co-creators of our world. We're co-creators of our lives. The choices God gave us that powerful gift to be co-creators in our life with the energy that we emit, the energy that we put our time and focus towards to the decisions that we make. It all comes back full circle. Life is all just a dance of energy, just flowing all kinds of ways. And the way we vibrate, the decisions we make, pushes that energy one way or another.
Is what you get out.
Yeah, what you put in is what you get out. So you really are a co-creator of your life. I don't believe in chances. So let's say something like the lottery, right?
Yeah.
That's chance in a sense, right? But I feel like if you win the lottery, I feel like it's there to teach you something, right? It's there to teach you either how to manage your money, or it's going to teach you how to bounce back from blowing your money, because there's a lot of people who win the lottery and go broke within a few years. You know what I mean? And then once you go broke, it's like there was a lesson in that. That's why God gave you those $10 million or whatever the case may be, because he said, all right, you say you want all this money, here it is. Now let's see what you do with it. You know what I mean?
Right back where you started.
You go right back where you started. You know what I mean? Because you never earned it.
You never earned it, but you never educated yourself to be able to. You never put the energy in to educate yourself on what to do.
What to do when you get it.
When you get it, you just like, oh, I can't wait till I get $1 million. You never planned. Actually, that's funny that I just said planned. That made me think of the song that we're creating right now, that you said plan.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So what I was gonna do with that verse was how people plan against you, but you can always plan to get out of whatever they throw at you.
Oh yeah, I like that.
So that's kind of the verse I was gonna be writing. But that's. I don't necessarily think it's chance. I think it's more like you said, there's some teaching points in that particular thing.
Exactly. Whether something really great happens to you or something really bad happens to you, because a lot of people have a lot of unfortunate events that occur to them in life, and they're there to teach you a lesson, man. I feel like every hardship that you go through is there to teach you how to become a better person. It's up to you to see the lesson, recognize it, learn, and apply it. You know, it's up to you.
And then I also believe, like you said, how the energy you put in is the energy you get out. So for my example of that is also when it comes to even your friends.
Right.
So the things that you lean towards and the things that you want to accomplish, you start to get friends that want to accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, like they just magically start coming into your life, right?
I don't think that's chance.
Like this relationship. We didn't know each other up to like 5 years ago, I think 2017 or so. We didn't know each other, and it's all working out. You know, that's because we have similar goals and we're on a similar path. And that's that energy that we put out, it's coming right back to us.
Exactly. So all the things that we have in our lives, our marriages now, we both are married.
Both married.
We both have houses and everything like that. It was all because we had plans to work towards those goals, and that's the reason why we met each other. Which is why those things happen where married couples tend to stick with other married couples.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Happens.
Yeah, it's the similar vibe, similar energy, similar goals, and I think that right there, I think our partnership and our relationship is proof in itself. I've never said this before, but I'll go ahead and say it now on camera.
For sure.
I wrote it down in a long time ago, but I think before we met, I wrote it down. You get like your goals list or whatever, and I had wrote a goal saying that I'm gonna meet a partner that's gonna work with me, and we're gonna be on the same page, and we're gonna build something together. You know, and I wrote that before we met, and then months later, I think like almost a year later, it started to manifest.
All right, I have something to that.
Okay.
Because I didn't write it down. But that was my whole venture of OMG, was I'm going to find the perfect partner in this shit. Because I'm like, I need to find someone that has the similar drive, that has similar goals. And I know if I keep working at this thing, I will eventually land that person. And
there it is. And mine was the same thing, because I felt like when I was doing my stuff, what I was doing alone, I'm like, there has to be somebody out there that rocks with this. Like, I can't be just the only guy that thinks like this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then, sure enough, just putting in the work and giving it time.
And it's funny because it almost feels like chance, because even the way we met, it was like a random show that we happened to perform together in. Or I mean,
You were hosting and I performed.
yeah, exactly. I was hosting and you performed, and while you were on stage, I was like making little jokes in here and there or whatever, and then like all of a sudden, the very next show we had, you had me be the hype man to you,
Yeah.
and I was just like, all right,
Yeah, let's do it.
let's
Yeah.
do it. All right, I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
and then again, was that by chance? I don't think so. I think I don't, like I said, I don't believe in coincidences, and I feel like we're co-creators, and with God, we all work together to bring that to manifestation and to make that happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I feel like we said it all.
Yeah, pretty much.
After that one right there, dude, because that one right there is like I said, dude, I've seen the manifestation in my life, meeting you, meeting my wife. These are all things and goals that I wrote down, and I changed myself, and I put in the conscious effort, and I worked towards it every single day, and it all started to manifest. So that in itself, I've seen it myself. I know that the law of attraction, karma, God is real. You just have to be patient. I know that's something that I struggle with it a lot. We want everything overnight, right?
Exactly,
You probably feel the same, right?
Yes.
But it's about the patience and learning every single day and recognizing that you don't have it yet because there's still stuff you have to learn. And once you learn all those things and you apply all those things, once that opportunity comes of that goal that you want, you'll finally be ready for it.
The one thing I'll add to that is, damn, what did you just say? You just said, there's something that you said in there. Oh, learning every day.
Yeah.
Once you feel like you have learned everything, you are losing.
Oh, 100%.
Because you can never learn everything.
You can never learn enough.
So never be arrogant enough to feel like you know everything. There's always somebody that knows something that you don't know. Even if they're on a lower playing field than you.
Right.
Whatever that means to you. So if they make less money than you, that doesn't mean that they are not able to teach you something. They may not be able to teach you anything about finance.
Right.
But they could teach you very,
something.
very good things that you may need to get into your life. So never believe that you know everything, which is why we rock with each other so hard, so heavy, because one of the things that we have is literally what our brand is called, which is Open Mind Group. We're open enough to know when we make our mistakes, to know when we're not correct about something, and we're always willing to learn something new.
Yeah.
So you may not like rock and roll music necessarily or metal like that.
Yeah.
But you're willing to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Just because you never know. There's something that you
Exactly.
like out of it.
Yeah.
Which is why I always approach music that way. It's like you never know.
You never know.
There's always one good song out of every genre.
Yeah, I know. I always give every artist, I always give them one chance. I was like, okay, what's that one song? So I was like, there's no way this guy is huge and is just absolute garbage. There has to be at least one good song. So that's why I always give everybody a chance. Every artist, every song, every genre. I mean, I always give them a chance for sure.
Exactly. And then you got to look at the artist in multiple perspectives, because it's like, if you only look at from your own perspective, like there's something that this person may have that is just not for you, but that doesn't mean they're trash. It just means that your goals in life are different from the artist
It's
that
just
you're
not for
listening
you.
to. It's just not for you. So once you put your other helmets on and be like, you know what? Let me look at it from this perspective. Oh, this is why this type of person would like him.
Yeah.
Because that's the type of energy that they get.
Yeah, exactly.
So I get the wave that they're on. So I don't automatically call something trash. I have said the word, but I try to stay away from it.
Like Joe Budden said, I forgot who he was talking about. Somebody's album. I think I'm not even gonna say any names, but Joe Budden was like, he was about to say it was trash, and it was like it's not for me.
Exactly.
And that's me, honestly.
Exactly.
It's like
that's
like
what I'm trying to grow to right now.
exactly. I recognize it. I see that other people like it, but it's not for
Not
me.
for me, exactly.
And that's it.
That's where I'm trying to get to. We all got work. We're all works in progress.
Oh, for
'Cause
sure.
I still to this day have said things. Man, this shit is trash. But it's not.
It's
in the
technically
moment.
not, right?
It's technically not. But for me,
Yeah.
it was trash to me because
so
it was just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
it,
that's
guys.
it,
We
guys.
don't have a Today I Learned. Like I said, we kind of just had the makeshift studio. Hopefully we get
We can do it today. I learned. We can pop open today. I learned.
I'll
right
just
now.
scroll through it.
Scroll through it real
Oh,
quick.
but we won't be able to put in the back.
Yeah, but we could read it. It's
Yeah.
okay. You want to do that, or you just want to close it out?
We'll go ahead and close out,
All
guys.
right, cool. We'll close it out, guys.
It was good vibes, though. It was great talks. We want to know what you guys think. Drop the comments below. Do you think there is inherent structure to nature, or is it all chaos and chance?
Exactly. Well, let us know, guys. I'll see y'all later, and we out.
We're out of here, guys. Peace.
Deuces.
OMG. Well, we keep going cause the party don't stop. We turn up, doing our thing, just living our lives, and we don't stop. Open mind group so you know we won't flop.